A Cambodian Survivor's Odyssey by Vannath. Chapter 4 Return to the City. Later, with the encouragement of the villagers, we decided to return to Phnom Penh. The country had a severe shortage of doctors and teachers, and the new government welcomed all former civil servants to help revive public institutions. Coincidentally, we left Phnom Penh at the end of Khmer New Year in 1975, and we returned at the end of Khmer New Year in 1979. This ordeal took exactly 4 years. We floated up the river, while younger members of our family hiked through fields, returning to the outskirts of Phnom Penh, the once beautiful city we had left 4 years earlier. During our passage, we witnessed swollen human bodies floating downstream. We also saw 3 or 4 large ships full of Khmer Rouge soldiers sitting in rows, with their hands tied and heads bowed, facing toward the Vietnamese border. Along the road, there are groups of families and people, emaciated, dirty, and sick, wandering around looking for their families. I know for sure that I look as haggard as they do. The scenery looks to me like hundreds of thousands of lost souls released from hell, looking for refuge. People talk about atrocities, killings, starvation, death, and separation. It is like a movie where living ghosts are rising from tombs. I am deeply struck by the magnitude of human misery and suffering. People who used to live in Phnom Penh are not allowed to go back to their homes, unless they are officials of the new government or Vietnamese experts and specialists. The city is tightly guarded by Vietnamese armed forces, but at the risk of being caught or raped, still, people including women and children flock into the city to find anything they can take or use. I go to my parents' house and take a big Buddha statue in marble and a smaller one in gold and silver. I also go to my house and retrieve some photo souvenirs and my husband's photo in his military uniform. My family stays at Kbaltnol near Monivong Bridge, a Phnom Penh suburb. Once again, we experience a comparatively comfortable lifestyle, as some of our family jewels survived. My husband returns to work, becoming the head of a medical center responsible for the medical care of labor workers in more than 80 small factories. With a few colleagues, he goes from place to place in Phnom Penh, looking for furniture, equipment, and medicine to replenish and open the improvised clinic. We meet our cousins, Tep Nitha and Tep Boprak. Their older brother, Tep Subhandara, his wife, and 2 children died from starvation and disease. One daughter survives, but she chooses to stay with the family who raised her during the Khmer Rouge time. We are reunited with my older sister, Ma Vannath, from whom we were separated in 1975. She has lost her husband and 6 children. She tells us she kept her daughter's dead body at home so she could ask for rice porridge from the communal eatery, until neighbors suspected the smell of a dead body from her hut. She watched helplessly as her 3 daughters died one after the other from starvation and disease. My younger brother, Ma Vannath, is still missing. Traveling around the country, I continue to look closely at any man who may be about his age with the hope of finding him alive. But at the same time, miraculously, my husband is able to find his 2 nieces, Srei Mot, 11, and Srei Po, 5, whose parents died from starvation and disease. My sister, Nari, found a job in Phnom Penh, and they allowed her husband, Pok Bora Koma, nicknamed Raoul, and her parents-in-law to come back and stay at their own house. During their stay, they were able to connect with their son, Marco, Mala's younger brother, living in France. Marco was diligently working on sponsoring his parents and family to be resettled in France. Meanwhile, Mala's father died of a heart attack during his sleep at the age of 72, at his own family's house in Phnom Penh. Later on, Mala's mother, Sonnaret, her younger brother, Raoul, wife and 2 boys are allowed to go to Ho Chi Minh City to wait for authorization from the French embassy in Vietnam to resettle in France, thanks to their French nationality. In September 1979, During the first year of the revival of Buddhism, at the ceremony of Chumban Memorial Day, people flock into a pagoda in suburban Phnom Penh, bringing food to offer to the monks. The beliefs are that the offerings convey blessings and food to the dead people for the liberation of their souls to a better world. The opening of the pagoda, the reappearance of the monks, the religious prayer and ritual provided magic medicine to relieve mental depression and anxiety from millions of traumatized victims of the Khmer Rouge regime. I feel that now my dream has come to an end. I went through the oceans of killing fields and I survived. Politically speaking, the conflict continues as Khmer Rouge forces, backed by China, form an alliance with the non-communist faction Freedom Fighters. Their goal is to drive out what they characterize as Vietnamese control, backed by the USSR, of Cambodian political, social, and cultural life. The city is not secure. Revenge, greed, and hatred push people to take the law into their own hands. Random deaths continue. Armed men come to my home one day. They want to arrest my husband, whom they suspect of sympathizing with the freedom fighters. He is out for the day, but they plan to return, so we have no choice but to flee. I handle the details. My two sisters-in-law, Vanin Ki and Linda Ki, are already at Khao Idang, a UN-sponsored refugee camp at the Thai-Cambodian border. We have been referred to a guide whom they trust. We must try to escape from Cambodia if we wish to live. My parents, one sister, one brother, and their families decided to stay, and in the morning darkness of June 1980, I go to my parents to say goodbye. They have taught me something valuable in the fields, the right way to live. Sadly, I kneel in front of them as they give me their parental blessings. I walk away without words, as it is not my place to speak. I try to hold back my tears, feeling that this will be the last time that I will see them. I begin my journey with my husband, son of 12 years and the two nieces. A driver takes us to a rice truck where our guide is waiting. We are dressed in tatters, 2 layers of clothing on each of us to fit our roles, one of smugglers and another for staying alive. It is all we will have for weeks as we risk our lives to escape.